It is time to open my eyes to the fact she, my coworker, is a nudist, playing a different role when outside of the traditional teaching profession. When I am thinking what the foolish children would think if they saw her, like I have, spreading out completely naked on the beach by the embellishing weekend sun. And of course, I was only there at the naked beach because the surf is better. By luck, running into her shuffling like a streaker by the extensive waves, bringing instantaneous death to the virtuous manner in which I saw her, which was a prude into troublesome calculus and challenging geometry. Now I know accurately how much of a fine, voluptuous woman she is, outside the classroom formality and conservative Victorian dresses, while never forsaking the administrative straight-laced schoolhouse rule discipline, flunking 1/4 of the enforced class, without scholastic surrender or remorse, slaughtering certain mathematical hope with strict point system humiliation, while the regulated students do not know that she has invaded other lands, for not one student would believe the prude had a whimsical personality that would not only allow the aroused, eyeing man to get in the final say. Now I know provocatively her delicious coronated pubic hair land, exposed at the sandy beach, full of individualists who call themselves nudist, when it is time for her erotically to sunbathe and me proficiently surf, fighting the increasing waves while genuinely promising to keep deep secrets, while the thought that I could wickedly blackmail her crushed from the suburban sky into my personal flirtatious stripper and subordinate sex toy. But I could never do that to an educated contemporary colleague, as my meandering eyes try to avoid her spicy middle. But they cannot. The hanging naked men of indifference prevent themselves from whistling missiles, knowing this from seeing them accidentally in the passing blink of a tight eye, declaring abstract expression of considerate victory for not staring, but fighting the motivation I had to watch the sexy mathematics teacher as my fuel gauge is blinking red on my once unquestionable acute angle, keeping my conversational mind occupied with trigonometric function, losing control and falling when thinking about an exact spherical angle, without recovery from my wound-up engine, revving, attempting to impress. Nothing can be done to solve the female equation of casual nakedness, for all the science-calculated position of her nudity have been seen, left with an indistinguishable function and variable unsolvable, while my first unpronounceable derivative was lost in stirred, fuzzy logic, where the roadblock situation could not be analyzed, stuck on this expression, while my lust was speeding downward like drops of rain by genital operations in challenging derivatives and constants missed and never thought about before, realizing that my libido was an unsolved mathematical operation. My feet were slamming into the sand, tapping like autoeroticism, promiscuity, showing outstanding elegance by engaging my libido in spreading wings, where my passage eyes were drawn to all her body parts like bees are drawn to honey, thinking juiciness of the nectar between her luscious sugarcane ivory thighs. We had meaningless, sapless conversation about the graying beach, wet and pretty, attempting with cowardly words to slither out by saying I had to surf, hearing her intimate sighs and moans increase in tandem with red-peppered passion, more elegant than my loud groans where I ride the release of the treacherous waves. Then she told me that I should try the amnesty of that hot, stark, naked feeling, for there is nothing quite like being absolutely free by unconstrained release. And although I was embarrassed, I pulled down my shorts with my erection and all. So now, on the Nude Resort, the mathematic teacher is my naked Valentine.